The chat.
Got
Ah,
it covered.
ah.
Now there is Johnny Bringus.
That's right.
Can't hear Nate. The Lady Goldfish.
How's that? Did we do it now? I think we did it now. I think I muted myself on.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Krabs?
There it is. Says the Lady Goldfish.
Good stuff. I'm gonna click the scene, man. It's wonky right now. There.
Ooh.
Cut off the bottom there a little bit. Okay, so guys, thanks for joining me for our first T7, which I already forget what those stand for. So anybody want to remind me what T7 means?
I'm gonna have to go back into the chat for that one.
Probably. Oh wait, no, Seth's got it.
If I think I remember. Thorough. Shoot, I had it.
Early Thursday
Yes.
series
Thorough
that
Thursday,
transcend the
Thursday,
table.
the
Thank you,
table.
Lady Goldfish.
There you go.
Yes,
Perfect.
they pay attention.
Yep. So yes. Yeah, I'm distracted by the chat already. So, but welcome. Some of our cast, not everybody is going to be here tonight. And Devin's gonna pop in a bit later. So, but I am Nate. You're not historian for this evening, but kind of. Maybe.
Just your average guy Nate today.
Just average Nate today. You guys want to say hi? Who you are?
Hi, I'm Shay Kopp. I play Morvid Bowen. Is that how we're introducing ourselves?
Yes, that would be wonderful. You nailed it. That was the one.
I'm Wes Madera, and I'm on themes / cricket.
Very good. I am Seth Antes, and I play Yannick Gialone.
Yeah, so it's great. Thank you all. For those that may randomly pop in on Twitch that have not seen the show, we do a tabletop show every other Sunday night called Welcome to the Table, and this is sort of our community show. We're going to kind of keep it. This one's definitely not very. I was going to say, this one's not professional. Neither of them are professional, but this is a casual show. If anybody in the chat wants to ask a question about stuff, this would be a good time to do it. Also, just an announcement from today is we as a cast and crew have had our own Discord where we kind of communicate stuff and get details down for the show and all of that. We just changed this Discord to a community Discord, which essentially means that the link is on our Instagram now and probably on other socials later, but it is an open invite. If you want to be part of the community part of our Discord and hop in and talk to us, especially with those lovely smiling faces begging you to come in.
Please.
And if you and I didn't ask the cast for permission for this. I think what I wrote in the Q&A section is if you have a question for one of the cast members, just at them. So everybody is you'll see that's kind of like on the Discord broken down. If their name is in green, they are cast or crew. And that's a crying baby with chicken nuggets. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Where's my chicken nuggets?
Wes wants
Man,
chicken nuggets too.
they sound really good right now.
Yeah. Sorry. Quick story for the internet. We cooked dinner, and it was chicken. And I tasted said chicken, and it was definitely bad. So that dinner got thrown out. So chicken nuggets are the way to go when you lose your original dinner. So I'm going to be eating a little bit, probably in between answers and while the other cast members are talking. What was I talking about earlier? The Discord? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So the green names are cast and crew. The orange name is myself on there as the historian. If you join the Discord, you'll have a nice gray, white name, just like any other Discord. If you would like to be an artist and put some art in there, I can give you an artist tag, and your name will show up in a nice purple on there to let everybody know that you make art and stuff. And then currently the
love
only
you just a little bit more because of it.
That's right, absolutely. That is it. But currently both Seth and Emily also have the tag of artist on there, as they've done most of the artwork for everything. The logo that you saw for T7 was done by Seth today. I said, hey, get something quickly together. And he said, it depends how the day goes. So he did that, which I was quite impressed with. And we can go into a little bit of the symbolism on the symbols on things, but we'll get to that. What I wanted to ask you guys first was, as you obviously we all have played many like tabletop role playing games, and have quite the gambit of experience. So I just wanted to know personally what got you into role playing games, and what do you like? I guess how long you've been playing, your best experiences, stuff like that. So on the way that it looks right now on Twitch is, Seth, you're in the top left. So I'm going to let you go first. If you want to kind of talk about he's above you, yes.
Hi, Wes.
I love it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna mute my mic so I'll probably ask you, but I'm gonna have a face full of chicken nuggets as I'm talking. So.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Tabletop RPGs. When did I get started? I guess, right? That was the question. So some friends of mine from high school, when we all were in college, we started playing together over summer breaks, and that was 4th edition D&D. Lots of fun, and then we just kind of stopped because life got crazy. A bunch of them got married, started having kids, and then I didn't really touch tabletop for a long time, until Shay over here was like, hey, no, Wes, she's here, not there.
Actually, wait, other way. It'd be no. That
is
way.
it backwards? Yeah. I don't know. Wherever she is.
Yeah, you got it.
Shay. That's hilarious. Anyway. Oh, I see it now in the mirroring on Twitch. Anyway, whatever. She's over there. Shay. She and her husband Jordan asked me, who I can't remember. I don't think they were married at the time. No. Asked me to DM for a group of people from work. And yeah, so ever since, that was back in 2018, I think, maybe 2019.
Ooh, wow.
One of those. And yeah, we've just been playing as a group ever since, and then would play every now and then with this guy in different games. And then Wes actually was the one who introduced me to Nate, who is over there.
You got it. That was it. Nailed it.
And yeah, I did that wrong. Then I did it right. It's so funny because the delay on Twitch and what I'm seeing is hilarious. But anyway, and then I met Nate and we played a bunch of games together, and yeah, it's just been a grand time for sure. I just love the improvisational aspect of it as an actor, as a performer, and then just the storytelling. And I've always loved fantasy genre things ever since I read Chronicles of Narnia as a kid. I just love being transported to a different world, etc. So, yeah.
Wonderful. That's cool. Well, we'll get to me, but there's similar experiences. But I think, go ahead, Shay, if you want to tell us your tabletop role-playing journey.
Yeah, so if that was 2018, what we're running on, I would have been playing about a year before that. So we're 6 years now playing D&D. It is a really funny story because I hadn't heard anything about tabletop role-playing games before that. And I think it was my brother-in-law that was like, "Hey, you should watch this podcast. It's funny. It's D&D, but it's not." Um, and I started listening to it, and it was like I did not understand it at all. And I was like, "What the heck?" So at a youth group that I was a part of, a young adults group, um, I overheard someone across the room saying, "Hey, I want to start up a D&D group." And I beelined it across the room, and I was like, "Can I come?" I just not normally like me to invite myself to things, but I was
Sure.
like, "Please, please, I want to try it." Um, and so, uh, thank you, Jonathan Hiller, got me and my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, into it. And then when the scene was kind of growing at where Seth and I work, I was like, "Seth, come on, DM for us. You can do it." And yeah, so we've been playing pretty regularly ever since. I I just love it. I grew up. I'm definitely a theater kid at heart. I love acting and I love portraying a character and really diving into that character and telling their story. But according to the world, I'm not very good at it because I auditioned and I auditioned and I auditioned college, high school, nothing. Never. I was like cast in middle school in community theater, and after that, nothing. So it was an outlet for me to express that part of myself, to create a character, to play that character, and to feel their emotions and kind of practice that and have a great time. Uh, and I just had so many. I love backstory. I love creating backstory. Um, I'm that kind of person that has a 2+ page backstory that I share with the DM and ask them all the questions.
Hers was 10 pages, not 3.
And then
I love it.
when you there's just something about like it's almost therapy. A lot of people say like TTRPGs are therapy. And I think it's true. There was a lot of things that I was dealing with about 5 years ago, and I portrayed that in my character that I played in Seth's campaign.
Sure.
And it helped me process things. It helped me like express anger that I wouldn't have done in real life. Um, yeah, just really good, emotional, fun experiences.
That is awesome. Which you saying that like when you were auditioned and you just didn't land anything. If any of you in the chat have been watching Shay on Welcome to the Table, she kills it. Absolutely kills it. Morvid is like calm, collected, and terrifying all at once, and it's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
So it's you bring a lot to the table, and I really appreciate that. As the person running the game, um, sometimes I'm just like, I just want to let this run, man. This is just great. So thank
Thank
you for
you.
that. No, that's good to hear. So let's jump over to Wes. If you want to give us your rundown.
All right. Well, for
Oh,
me,
just a second. What? Sorry, Wes. I'm going to interrupt you just once. Chat. If you have questions for everybody, that's a puppy. If you have questions for anybody about the cast or me or anything about the game, feel free to type it in the chat, and we'll try to get to it when we can. Just a refresher for those just jumping in, and now we have Devin as well. His mic's off currently, but what we're going around and just saying our experiences with tabletop role playing, how we got into it, and kind of how that led us to this point on what we're doing. So, sorry, Wes, didn't mean to interrupt you, but go ahead.
yes, it is a puppers, and it's a very good dog too. I'm reading the chat
Sorry to
now.
distract. Sorry to distract
Right.
everyone.
And
She required attention.
yeah, Alyssa, we all know that you also have 12-page backstory.
I've gotten those, yeah.
Yeah, for me, I grew up kind of legalistic Christian, so I was under the whole camp of D&D was evil for a very long time, and I wasn't allowed to play it or anything of the sort. I had Pokemon cards for a while, but even those I had to get rid of once, those were brought to the televangelist I don't know, line of sight. I don't know. So we had to get rid of those too. So we didn't have much, but when I got to college, that's when things kind of opened up, which is also kind of funny because I went to a Bible college. So the place that I got into D&D and other role-playing games was at a Bible college. So yeah, I started with like Magic the Gathering. I was playing that. I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. What else is there? And then I played Shadows over Camelot. It's right over there on my board, all my board games now. Shadows
It's a
over
beautiful
Camelot was
show.
like the first game where I was like taking like a role of somebody. It was just like at night, and you're trying to find the Holy Grail, stuff like that. And then in my dorm room, there was a couple of guys that did a D&D campaign, and I, stepped in. First time playing, I was like a halfling, and I just kept ducking out of people's like axe swings, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. It's like, whoa, I'm doing it. I'm playing D&D, and it's fun and it's funny. And then ever since then, I just kept on playing, and yeah, and it's just that's pretty much it. I just kept going from there. Met Nate at church. We started playing some campaigns together. And then at work, got some friends like Seth. He was my DM for a while, so these guys DM'd for me. Yeah, I don't get too much into the backstory of things. I tend to enjoy creating a character along the way more than having like stuff to build on it. But that's just how I act in general. I even on the stage, I use the in the moment emotions without. I think that's kind of how I am as a person for the most part too. I have a bad habit of like holding on to some emotions, but for the most part, I'm just kind of very in the moment kind of reactor with not a whole lot behind it. Not a whole lot of thought goes into what I say, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. And I have a puppy as well. Well, mine's not really a puppy. Oh, sorry.
Big time.
Can't wait till he knocks the camera over. Puppy attack!
And he does it. He growls a lot.
Yeah, our dog is shut out of here because he would be jumping up, and especially seeing the other dogs on screen, he would be going insane. So
My dog has a thing where he'll growl every time you say "I love you." I love you, Wilder. I love you. Very sweet dog.
Oh,
Very
but
sweet. Yeah. So, good dog.
Wonderful.
Much like me.
Wonderful.
And very
No,
reasonable.
I guess
D&D did not make me sell my soul.
very reasonable to ask you a question. That is great. Yes, I have DM'd for Wes. Actually, all three of these people.
And Nate did ask me for my soul once, but I said no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you with us, Devin?
I am with us.
Okay.
I like 5 minutes, and then I'll be home.
Okay. How about you just want to wait and we'll have you in a bit? Is that what you were saying?
I didn't hear what you said, but that's good. Sure.
Did he say he'll be home in 5 minutes?
I think
Yes,
so.
that's right.
Yes.
All right, good. Yeah, just you can pop on whenever. I mean, you can stay on, but yeah. Yeah. So what I was saying was I've DM for all three of, and Devin as well, all four of them. But I will say Wes is an agent of chaos. 100%. Every character is just chaotic. Sometimes you just want to get a story beat, but no, not with Wes around.
Nope.
I try really hard sometimes to
Sure.
not be chaotic, but I just gravitate towards
Yeah. My favorite D&D
No matter
story
how low
with
hanging the
Wes.
fruit, Wes is going to pick it.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's
fair.
true.
Go.
You're good.
My favorite chaotic moment with Wes at the table has to be they were fighting a T-Rex. And he decided to jump on its back. He was a monk, so his character jumped on its back and just started punching it from behind the head. And he lasted 3 rounds on this thing's back, just punching away. And finally, I'm like, Wes, I need you to roll an animal handling check. And he rolled a nat 20. And so from there, he tamed a T-Rex. And she traveled with them everywhere they went from then on. It was just great. It was so wholesome. Aurora was her name.
Did you have to
That's
give?
right, Aurora.
Did you have to give T-Rex stats then?
I did give him a T-Rex stat sheet.
Nice.
Yep.
Good stuff. I've
Lots of chaos.
Yeah, sure. Wes's first character well, it wasn't your first character. First character we played together. That wasn't your first time playing D&D, right? That was like after that. I think what it was you said I haven't played much, but something like that. This was years ago. And his first character was a bird person. That was just a literal bird brain.
Yeah, Gibson penny whistle.
Yeah.
But yes, I guess I can go. By the way, welcome chat. For those that are maybe just joining us now, we are part of the cast of Welcome to the Table, a tabletop stream, homebrew tabletop stream every other Sunday night on Twitch on this channel. So thanks for joining us. So this is sort of our first episode into our community show where we're just kind of talking with people. So thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. We'll get to them. All right, so my story with this. First of all, I need to explain that I am a massive nerd. So growing up, and now still, absolutely, I have a thing for JRPGs. I have a thing for fantasy, sci-fi. If once the new Final Fantasy came out, I was playing that absolutely right away. So lots of stories in my head, and quite the imagination. that never sort of went away. Fast forward to, man, so I'm in adulthood now, and my friend Josh, who helped create the rule set that we play on Welcome to the Table Ordinance, he was my first DM along with my wife, Matt and Emily, who are part of the cast and crew, some friends from church, and we started a campaign with Josh and his wife, our friend Tyler, and I, at this point, had listened to like some episodes of Critical Role. That was my exposure to D&D. And Josh had been playing for a long, long time. So we kind of, he always had it in the back of his brain that he kind of wanted to do that. I think we talked about that literally for years. And I think it was 2016. My kids were, I had two. So 16. Somewhere in that range. Chat can correct. There it was. Thank you, Emily. 2017. We started our first campaign. My first character was Lex Windsong. He was a half-elf cleric, and sort of a moody, quiet boy. But it was such a great time. Josh was a great DM, and I think we played that campaign for, I don't know, a year or two, something like that. And also in the midst of that, myself and some friends, Josh included, started a podcast, a D&D podcast, and it was the first time I had ever DM'd. And we have about a year's worth of content that was never released because we never actually released it then. But so there's like 52 episodes of this show that are in the ether. And it's kind of taught me how to be a good DM. It taught me how to be a bad DM. And then from there, boy, I've run so many games. You guys play in one. I've done a few with Wes. A few other with different friends. Many campaigns. And I only play in one, guys. I only play in one campaign. That's okay. I enjoy running the story. So.
Would you want to get into more if you had the chance?
Yes. It's time. It's time. It's investment. It's all of that kind of stuff. So.
I've been wanting to DM. So.
Yes.
Does that mean I'll be able to play soon?
Hopefully.
Yes.
I can't imagine Wes as a DM. He's so chaotic as a player that being a DM would be amazing. I want to be there.
Let him play.
That's right.
Let him play.
So yes, so mostly I've only ever played 5th edition D&D. I've tried what's that? Blades in the Dark. And I think what's the Cthulhu one. I don't remember what it's called. But it's just fun to tell stories around a table. I mean, that's where it comes down to. I mean, the dice rolling's fun. Don't get me wrong. But the story is definitely where my focus goes. There's a Perry Weasel in the chat. He's one of Mel and I are in a campaign, and he's one of the guys in that campaign. And our characters are mine and Perry Weasel's characters are good friends, and we are the chaos in that game. 100% the chaos, and it is fun, man.
So much fun.
So, yes. Are you home, Devin?
I am.
Oh, great.
I have arrived.
Hey, that's good to know.
Oh.
So, if you wouldn't mind, if you're good to go now, kind of explaining your experience with tabletop role playing and Yeah, what led you here?
I mean, it's a short story. I have not played that much. I definitely have probably the least. No, I definitely have the least amount of experience from anybody else. I played the first time I played was in college, same college as Wes, not with Wes though. So Bible
Same
college.
college as you guys, but not with you guys.
Right.
Um,
He
but
doesn't have a camera.
yeah, sorry, I don't have a camera. Or yeah, I don't have a camera, and if you want the camera, you have to pay for it because I'm not going to get a camera for this. This computer is for gaming, not for camming. Um,
I
yeah,
just have a normal
it
laptop. I don't know why you
yeah.
need a
Well, I
fancy
don't have a
camera.
laptop. I have a gaming
Can you use
machine.
your phone? Like your
Use your
phone
phone.
camera?
I could, but then I'd have to. Then the quality is less. I don't. I don't
Less
want to
than
like.
nothing?
Yes, I'll get a what are they called? The faceless streamers use them, and it's just like a cartoon animal
A
that's mouth
VTuber? Are
moving.
you gonna be a
Yeah,
VTuber?
VTuber. I'm gonna
Perfect.
be a VTuber,
I love it.
hiding my face. Um, yeah, it wasn't really on my radar growing up. I can't really say that I ever even heard about it outside of the Adventures in Odyssey episode about it that warned away. Um, but it was never really like, yeah, it was just never on my radar. And then I think I'd seen a couple episodes of Critical Role at the time that I was asked to play, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. That looks easy, and it is very easy. I'm not an actor, but acting's easy, so you just go in and you act.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played in college for. It was supposed to be a longer campaign, but I think it ended up being like 3 sessions, and then everybody quit. Uh, and I was a dwarf barbarian, and he still lives in my heart. I dream about him every day.
Oh,
Uh,
precious.
and
Mhm.
then I was sucked into DMing, even though I'm underqualified and underprepared, and I did that for Wes in his old apartment. Just Wes, just me and him. No, there was other people there.
An ex-girlfriend.
She was only there like once. More
Yeah.
people who will not be named that I hate.
You know who you are.
Just kidding. Or am I? So I did that. We probably did that for like 5 or 6 sessions, and then I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then yeah, I probably like a year, 2 years without playing, and then I played a one shot that Wes did, and then Nate asked about this. Well, Nate had Wes ask about this. Well, we had done a one shot for it was like an audition, I think,
Yeah.
in name only.
Which no one told me was an audition.
Right.
And
Well,
that's
that's the
let it
best type of
slip like
audition.
the day of.
It's the best type of audition. Oh no, he told you before. He should have
Yeah.
told you after.
Yeah. You know why I specifically chose to play a character that was it a vow of silence or was I mute?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
One of the
like
two, yeah.
he spoke for you.
Yep.
Oh, that's so
That's
funny.
hilarious.
It was so good. Alyssa said Devin's mom's biggest disappointment in life is that her son never became an actor. That's true. Wes was there when she yelled at me in the car for not becoming an actor, which is the
Yeah.
polar opposite. Which is the polar opposite of every
Most parents.
actor's life story.
Yeah, exactly.
Spitting lies about what?
I can't believe
What am I
you.
lying
I
about?
can't believe you want to make money. What is your problem?
No, she just like she was really yelling at me, and she was saying like you were so good at it, and then you just let it. You just gave up. She's like, what? You could have been so good. I was like, dang, like, can't you just like be happy I'm not
An actor.
flamboyant like that? Come on. Anyway, Yeah, and then I play in the campaign that Nate runs every so often,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fun. And I just started doing I've done 3 sessions now of Lost Mines of Phandelver, which is way more my speed to have something telling me what to do.
Sure. Fair.
I also like it because there's a definite ending that it will definitely end at that point, and I don't have to do anything after that.
I know,
But yeah,
Perry. They keep coming up.
DMing is definitely not
the
my cup of
community. It's
tea.
okay. It's community Discord, so it's fine. The Discord notifications keep coming up on the screen,
Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
Oh.
so but it's alright.
I just got this to DM.
Someone tells me how to
Dragon
mute it. I'll
Heist.
mute it.
Dragon Heist.
What did you get? Sorry, I missed what you had
It's
there.
Dragon
He-
Heist.
Ah.
He's
I want
saying
to play.
he's saying he just got it, but he got it like a year and a half ago.
I'm not
I've
saying
been
anything.
busy.
Even though I have the book, this book is so old, and it is like it's very there's a lot of stuff that you could just cut out. So like I just watch YouTube videos and they're like, cut this out and cut this out and cut this out. It makes it so much easier.
There you go. Absolutely. That is great. Yeah. So, and then I met all of you guys at that audition that you didn't know about. So funny story for the chat about that day, and Devin still makes fun of me for it.
Oh, do I? Oh yeah, I do.
So, the weekend that we were supposed to have this game scheduled starts coming down the wire, and my third child, my son, was not due on that weekend. He was due after. My wife can correct me in the chat on that. But so this is scheduled for a Sunday afternoon, and Saturday morning, in the middle of a blizzard, my wife says, "Oh, it's time," and her parents drive us into the hospital, take our other kiddos, and our youngest is born later that day. Now, this is the third kid. It's fine. We're good. Oh, are you making a present?
He's a great
Yeah.
benchmark for how far the project has come.
That's right.
If you just look at him.
Yeah. So like I said, it's the third kid. It's fine. Mel's good. She knows what's going down. And I was like, hey, honey, this thing's still scheduled. Is like, you're gonna be in the hospital for another day. So she said, sure. And so after, because I work at church too, so, but it wasn't that day. I don't remember anymore. Any case, I'm hearing myself right now. So I said, hey everybody, Ollie was born, but we're still on. Don't worry about it. So we played the game while my wife and son were in the hospital.
Hilarious.
Right after he was born. So.
But it's better than if she had come home. Then that's bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she was surrounded by doctors and nurses and
And family.
Fine. It was all right. No problem. No problem.
if I recall correctly, she told you to go.
She did.
She
did.
This is on her.
Mm-hmm. She said you've been
This is all happening because of Mel's
That's a puppy. That's a
bravery.
crying child. There's chaos in
Mel's-
this room right now.
Mel's bravery and kindness is why we're here today.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, but then we've been working at Welcome to the Table for a while now. So, and I had the idea long before I met most of you. I think once it was a small group thing that we talked about or something. Said I want to do something like this.
Right. And then you did. And we all said, do it.
Yeah.
You won't. And then you did.
Did everybody hear the crying baby and the barking dog?
No.
Good.
Not even a little bit.
Wonderful. Good to know.
Yay.
So, yes. we have done 2 episodes so far of Welcome to the Table, and it has been a great time. You guys could probably notice a set a little bit behind Wes. It's the same set. There it
No.
is.
Unicorns.
Unicorns all over the place. There they are. But I didn't know quite what to expect on how everything was going to go. Also, I should say, I think Sarah's watching right now. She could not make it tonight, but that is quite all right.
I have to leave. Love you all.
Oh, all right.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do. All right.
Good night, brother.
I gotta do another satanic thing and watch a movie at the movie theater.
Oh, what
Five
are you
Nights
saying?
at Freddy's.
What are you saying?
Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm a sinner. I'm sorry.
Nice. Make sure you theorize. Make some YouTube videos about it. There's not enough Five Nights at Freddy's content on YouTube.
Right.
You'll probably find a niche
at the theater. I'm gonna put into Cricket's character. So
good.
Expect a lot next time.
Good.
Excited.
All right.
Welcome to the Table is now a FNAF stream. Just kidding. Bye, Wes.
Bye.
So like I said, we did 2 episodes so far, and I did not know quite what to expect because honestly, at that point, we had not played very much with each other. I mean, we did the play tests, and sometimes when you sit down, even when you sit down at a table where it's a bunch of friends, you don't know how it's going to go. You don't know how personalities are going to mesh and or clash with things. But I feel like, and it definitely comes across, at least as when I'm running the game, that you guys really do like each other, and that it just feels like everybody plays off of each other really well, and I think we have the capacity to tell really good stories. Do you guys have thoughts on that? Like, have you felt that too?
I was kind of going to mention this earlier when Wes was talking about like how chaotic he is and how like and how Seth said he loves the improv part of the game, and I absolutely don't love improv. I don't think I can think that quickly on my feet to
Sure.
like actually do like a ton of improv. A lot of the reason why my backstory is 10 pages plus is because I need to have like reasons and like I need to have like these are the choices my character would make. Otherwise, in the moment, I'm just like deer in the headlights. Like I So I think it's helpful to have people who can do that and who can like just go with the flow. But not everybody can be like that. Otherwise, it's just a total chaos
Yeah,
party.
absolutely.
So yeah, I would just like feeling like we match really well in different personalities and different play styles and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Seth?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was just like you, a little nervous because I had never played with everyone in the group. And I've only played the people who I had played with, I hadn't played with other people. So
Sure.
like I played with Shay, I played with Wes, I played with Sarah, but I'd never played with the 3 of them together. And I had never played with Devin. And I had never played with
Thank you
you.
for finally mentioning me. Jeez. Come along, afterthought.
Sorry, it would help if I could see your face.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. My
I
wife came in and she offered me her computer, but I said no.
I have to look at this
She also said,
art
she said, "Who's that chunky cat?" But it was the dog. You couldn't see the face of the dog. You just saw the back of the head, and it would look like a chunky cat. You have to admit.
This is Dana. Uh,
Dana is her
she
name.
is a Pomeranian Husky. She's 9 years old. She was a sight and sound animal actor.
She's a
Nice.
sight and
Retired
sound
now.
animal.
Good stuff.
She looks like a fox. Was she
Yeah,
a fox in Samson?
she played a fox in Samson.
Mm-hmm.
She
Sure
is
did.
very foxy.
Aw. Cute pup.
But
Cute.
yeah, and so I was just, like you said, you don't know how things are gonna shake up, but it's been great. It's been so fun. Yeah, it's it's a different dynamic than what I'm used to.
Sure.
In the as a GM, like the players that I yeah GM for. But I love it. It's been so great. And just to have like the way we have the table set up too,
Mm.
is has been really fun because I get to watch the chaos from across the table
Yeah.
with Wes and with Devin. And
Oh, whoa, whoa.
I get to watch Shay sit between the brothers. And it's just so great.
Yeah.
And then having Sarah next to me, it's a great time. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited to see how things continue to go.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
I'm excited for a bigger table one
Someday.
day.
Maybe eventually. Devin,
Once we get a sponsor
That's
or
right.
5.
I have the
Alright.
table, guys. I have the
Alright.
table. We just need the space.
We are you listening, Raid Shadow Legends? All right, so go ahead, Devin. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Like, how did you feel around this specific table, other than the fact that you think it's too small?
Thank you for repeating the question because I totally forgot what it was.
Wes's
Well,
table's great.
I had mentioned, yes, Wes's table is perfect for playing games.
Yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely.
It's not perfect
I
for
respect.
fitting me, Wes, and Shay on the same side of it with lights and cameras and
It's
action.
true. It's true.
Wes's table is bomb. Stop acting like I'm hating on Wes's table. It's clearly just a smidge too small, but he can't have a bigger table in that room. Okay, moving on. I told you this yesterday, where it's like, and I'd said this before, where I feel like when you're playing D&D, obviously you're playing with friends, hopefully, and not people that you dislike. But in D&D, it's like you guys are sort of like a little family, where you're like going around risking your lives, saving the world as a little family. But in this, we're not a family. We are forced to be here. And just like in the military, there's going to be people that just don't get along with other people. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that they don't belong in the group. That doesn't mean they don't have anything to offer. That's where Rock's character comes for me. And that's where it's fun to play off these guys. And Wes specifically, just because we have chemistry already. So it's fun to fight, because if it was Alyssa at the table and we had to fight, that's just boring because we fight every single day. But Wes is just such a teddy bear. I never get to get in a fight with him.
Yeah.
So at least now I could get in a fight with him, and it's fun. And yeah, I mean, that's playing with this group is the most I've ever played with a single group. So it's not really. I don't have a lot else to compare it to.
Sure. To answer your question, Bane, probably around 8:30 or so. He's asking how much longer we were streaming. Yeah.
24-hour stream.
That's it. It's all night, baby.
And it's just talking.
Just subathon. That's what it is on Twitch? I don't remember. So these last 2 episodes, obviously we've kind of introduced the world a little bit of Terror Band. And if you wouldn't mind, I don't want to mess anything up here. I'll pull it up over here at least. I'm going to show our chat for this group. Can you pop in the T7 logo into that chat?
I sure can.
That would be great.
Yes, I will have to grab my iPad. I will be right back.
Sounds good. I'll close that for now until we get that going. But so if you have been part of the everything that we're kind of doing, like social media, any sort of the logos, all that kind of stuff. There's always a lore part to it. It's always pointing to something. There's always a story that's happening underneath, or about the world, all that kind of thing. So I'll show you that T7 logo and kind of explain what's going on there, with kind of how the world works. But yes, the like the Instagram stories have been kind of quotes from people in the world, and not necessarily the time that is happening in the campaign. So hopefully you kind of get a little bit of the backstory of what's kind of happening as we go through. This is the fun thing that I want to try on Discord with our Discord community. Is if you join, you'll notice that there is a community game. So my thought was, I want the community to help me tell the story of the past war, one that happened 30 years prior to the campaign. So I'm going to be hopefully jumping in with some scenarios on there, and I want the community to help tell the story realistically. You know, this is not, you know, I have if anything gets a little bit too crazy, I'll be like, no, that didn't happen. But that way we can kind of, you know, if the community themselves want to make it, like, feel like they're part of it, or in that time, that world, they can sort of make their own character, and we'll kind of maybe tell a story together. So that sounds, to me, that just sounded fun. And I need to do a little bit more planning on that, so there's going to be some things that, you know, to be announced on that. But keep a lookout on the community game tab on the Discord for that. You have that picture for us?
I put it in, I think, the right one.
You want to do the chat that's like part of this video?
Open chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me mute myself because I have to do it through the iPad and it might be weird. So
okay.
1 second.
Sounds good. Get that uploaded.
I don't think you're weird, Seth. I don't think you're weird at all.
I can just download it.
Oh yeah, you could just drag and drop. I could have screenshotted it off Instagram by now and just posted it and taken all the credit.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. So first off, I guess we could talk a little bit on while that's coming in, on Ordnance. If you've watched the game, you know that we do not play any. It's not a official rule set that you'll find anywhere. It is a rule set created by myself and Josh Cagno called Ordnance, and it's 2d6 based, a lot of things, and the thought process is the health in the game is called inevitability. So people aren't getting hit with a bunch of things, but essentially, inevitably, everyone dies. So as dangerous things happen, you lose inevitability, and then when you hit 0, the killing shot happens. That's it. You're dead. So that's sort of how it works. And there's not a bunch of skill checks and things. There's essentially 6 different skill checks. So it's up to the GM to kind of be creative of how those are used. And I doubt that I'm always going to be very creative with all of them, because sometimes it's a little hard. I'll be honest. It gets very vague. So, all right. So we have this. I'll pull this one up so everyone can see that title. So to kind of explain what this looks like in this, so obviously you see the T7. Somebody tell me what this stands for again. The T7.
Scrolling.
Scroll up to the top of the chat.
Thorough Thursday theories that transcend the table.
That's it. That's the one. But what you're looking at here is a picture of our little world. Well, our big world, really. The center sun, that is the divine seat. That's essentially heaven. That's where the Almighty is. So the light that comes off of there is not the sun. It looks like the sun, but it's not the sun. It's coming from the divine seat, and there's a shroud that goes around this thing that like kind of spins around, and it creates a day and night cycle. Then coming out from that divine seat, you have and make sure I'm saying these right, Seth, on that message that I sent to you, because I'm probably going to say them wrong. The terminology. We have the wreath of fire. That is that red band there, and in the religion that is like the followers of the Almighty, or the called as they are in this world, all of these sort of elemental planes are there. They use those as like symbolism for the Almighty. So the wreath of fire. What was that one, Seth?
That was Justice and Mercy.
Justice and Mercy. That's right. Coming out from there, we have the read it out, Seth. I'm gonna forget these.
Circlet of Water.
Circlet of Water. And that stands for holiness and grace. I want to say.
Correct.
Yeah, holiness and grace. One more out. We have what did I say?
The Diadem of Air.
Diadem of Air. And that is
the Omnis.
That's right, omnipresence, omniscience, omnipotence. And then this ring that's on the outer thing, which you can see that the land is on the inside of this ring. That is Teraband. That is our world. So that's Earth in this, and it's symbolized in that religion as love and life. So all aspects of the Almighty. Outside of this, they call it the outer darkness. No one really knows what's out there, but in the religion of the called, that would stand for death and separation. So that's where we got the logo for T7, and you'll hear.
I feel like I'm at like a flat Earth meeting. But it's the Ring Earth meeting, and I'm being told about all this.
That's right. Yeah, you got it.
I started believing it for a second.
That's right. Matt from HR is joining us.
Yep.
He's not officially from HR. Nobody believed that.
I am.
He's not. Don't
Hey,
believe
Matt.
it. His
Oh,
mic is juicy. I like it. It's so high quality. You do ASMR with that, Matt?
No, you want me to?
Yeah, let's get a
Here's
little clickety.
a bag full of dice.
Please. Yeah, go for it.
Discord did not pick up a
nope, it did not.
molecule.
Didn't hear any
I
of
got
that.
you. One sec.
Oh, heavens.
Oh,
While he's figuring that out, so the campaign that I'm doing, most of the people are local, but one of our friends lives in Philly, so we're doing it over Discord, and it limits my noises quite a lot. Because like I make the noises, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we heard like half that. Like we heard half the growl
I'm
that
not
you
doing
made."
it again.
And
All right, wait. Is he doing it?
yeah, I was like, I can't. Maybe I'll send a voice memo of my growl. I don't know.
How about now?
oh, I think I hear it.
Are you hearing that, chat?
It's super
I
quiet.
don't hear it. It is. Discord's really good about just blocking stuff out.
So
It really is.
So Matt here is our tech extraordinaire. He's the one who's sitting behind the computer for all of the streams to make sure nothing burns down, that we're still alive to you. And his wife also runs the cameras, and she's in the chat currently as well. But yes, without their help, this would not be possible at all. Because if you guys would see the mess that is behind that camera, oh my goodness, it is something.
There she is.
Okay.
Hello.
Welcome. That is a legit mic. Look at that. There's them.
Hi, Emily.
Shalom.
Hi, guys.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
She would join, but it turns into that weird thing where you hear both of us at the same time, and
It's an infinite loop.
yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt, we asked everybody else. So since you're here, what's your experience with tabletop role-playing games?
It started at a young age of 25. Um, so I joined the group that Nate and co-creator Josh DM'd. Um, so my character was Aldrin. He and Nate's character Lex were best pals.
Mhm.
Um, he was a cleric and tried to be a good guy, but helped me with my roguish criminal.
I was his Friar Tuck to his Robin Hood.
Yeah, like except that there wasn't much Robin Hooding happening.
Mm-mm.
Um, it was lining my own pockets. And then
A man of honor.
Uh-huh.
yeah, exactly. He knew what he was getting into, and so should everyone else have known. Um, so then we, like Nate had said earlier, we played that for like 2 years. And then I also joined him and Josh and some other friends doing the tabletop podcast that, like Nate said, recorded a good amount and never went anywhere, but it's there somewhere. Um, and that was a good time. We did that for about a year, and then just been playing in different games, different D&D sessions, constantly changing. So got a lot of characters. But yeah, tabletop like got. I mean, Emily and I started playing with you guys like right after we got married.
Mm-hmm.
So and we until then hadn't known Josh or Sarah or I mean we knew Tyler forever,
Yep.
but so it just kind of brought that group together,
Mm-hmm.
and over that time playing, we all became great friends, and yeah. So since then, it's just kind of been a you know play constantly, and some other time I'll have to dig out all of the dice that we have because Emily and I both got bit by that bug, and we're buying dice constantly.
Sure.
Nice.
I think
Took
Shay.
out a third mortgage for dice.
That's right.
Oh,
Just about.
Shay, are you fighting with your focus right now?
Yeah, I don't really know how that happened.
Hey, Tech Man, Matt from HR, how could you
Hey,
fix
Matt,
that?
help!
It's not even focusing on anything.
Yeah, it's struggling.
Maybe if I'm really close, I'll just talk to you guys from here.
Perfect.
Oh, it's
I think,
better.
yeah,
That works.
did it.
Oh!
Whatever you did, it worked. I think
Hey, I
so.
fixed it.
Absolutely.
Yay,
Thanks,
Uh,
Matt.
Good work, Matt.
I thought about it, and it worked itself out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, from obviously you're hearing all of our experiences, when for what we've played and sort of our backgrounds with stuff. I think that and this is kind of what led me to wanting to do Welcome to the Table. Some of you have mentioned this, and that is when you create these characters that you make. I think we kind of talked about how it can be therapy a little bit. There's a little bit of yourself that you kind of talk out, and you realize, oh, well, maybe this is how I think about this. Especially when you're trying to get into someone else's shoes and realize that you can't because you have your own biases and all that kind of stuff. But the thought process for Welcome to the Table was that people always try to, when we talk about the therapy side of things, we always kind of want to look inward, right? And try to find those answers. It doesn't usually always work. So the thought process with Welcome to the Table is to bring an actual kind of bring some truth in to this community. Um, you know, we're not going to be shy about it. Everyone that's part of Welcome to the Table are Christians. We love Jesus. You're going to hear the themes a lot as we go forward. And if you're not hearing it, we're doing something wrong. But that doesn't mean if you don't believe in those things that you can't join us. We just, yeah, that's honestly, we just want to share our story in that way. Christ has done a lot for me. I want to share it with others. So that's where it comes down to. So regardless of where you're at, you are welcome to our table. And, you can be part of our community and just have a great time with us. Because we get goofy. We get goofy, don't we, guys?
I
Yeah.
don't think that's in my vocabulary.
There's just not going to be any warlocks. Sorry. That's the one that I'm like, yeah, but I think that one's a little sus to me. The warlock makes me uncomfy.
Fair enough.
Everything else I'm fine with.
Yeah, that's why, like, when Ordinance was created, you're not going to find a bunch of superheroes. You're not going to find a bunch of different races and all that kind of stuff. It's humans dealing with human emotions, not superheroes. And they have to go through this difficult situation and try to get out on the other side without going crazy. Try to look at the world and seeing what evil can happen, because people do bad things to each other. I mean, that's just the reality of things. This is about to get real heavy, guys. I apologize, but people do bad things to each other, and that's kind of the story that we want to tell. And I think that you're going to hopefully see the themes of the gospel, themes that of actual hope, not putting our hope in pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps, or the hope of your governments or your all that kind of stuff. Like that's not what we're doing here. So yeah, that's sort of I don't really have a mission statement, but that's kind of what the goal is. Yeah. But my wife is making jokes during the
Oh boy.
yeah, so yeah, it does him. It really does. But the looking forward, looking ahead, we will be live. I should say I don't want to make the show always like too long. So we're probably going to do somewhere between 8:30, 8:45, depending on when the conversation sort of feels like it comes to a natural conclusion. But I'm going to ask the players from the last sessions, is there anything you want to reveal about your characters that where your character's headspace would be, or like right now where we're at in the story? If you don't have anything, or you don't want to share, that's totally fine. If you'd rather keep it secret and all of that kind of stuff, especially with the other players on the thing. But any obvious stuff or stuff like that, you more than give us a little insight into what's going on. So anybody want to go?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that Rock heavily, he's projecting onto Oliver what he wants to say to on theme.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like they're the same in his mind. Not to say he doesn't despise Oliver, because he's
Poor Oliver.
pathetic and terrible and the worst thing to ever come across Falstaff. But yeah, I mean, I think that's obvious, but that's sort of where it was coming from in my mind, was that he just sees Oliver as another little brother that doesn't belong there, and he's too weak to do what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
He also gets pushed down every day. Rock pushes him down every day, and I want everyone to know that. He knocks his books out of his hands in the hallway.
Poor kid.
He kicks when he's getting out of the shower, he kicks mud up on his clean legs.
Yes.
Rock's
He
the
takes
worst.
his clothes while he's in the shower.
That's terrible.
What a bully. What a bully.
Such a
That's
bully.
hey, listen,
It's
at least
real though.
I'm not putting soap in my sock and beating him while he's asleep, okay? I'm doing it to his face.
Well, there's at least you have integrity. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
yeah.
That's from some movie. I don't know. Listen, the service is rough, okay?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Anyone else?
Yeah, I think at the near the very end of our last game, speaking of Oliver, he noticed Oliver noticed Yannick noticed him reading
Mm-hmm.
by candlelight, and Yannick mentioned that there are easier ways to hide what you're reading from the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And basically just, implanting the idea that they only really check the cover or like flip through. So if you're good at hiding it in plain sight, then you can read whatever you want
Mm-hmm.
and the Empire won't know. And so Yannick is also hiding a secret book that he's not allowed to have. But yeah. The
It's
Holy
a book of
Scriptures.
jokes. It's 101 jokes that you shouldn't tell your teacher.
Yes. No, it is not that.
It's a Mad
Guess
Lib.
we'll have to find out what that book is.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That was a good. I liked that ending. And that was
That was
a.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was fun.
You want to
I
share
was really
anything, Shay?
Yeah, sure. I don't think I can share too much
Oh,
about
here we go.
Morbid. Listen.
You-
It's oh gosh, the word is slipping from me. It's not unclear that she's got secrets,
Mhm.
things that she's thinking a little bit deeper about. And I know that like one of her, I think we call it psyche on the game
Character sheet.
stat
Yeah.
character sheet. She lives in the gray area,
Mm-hmm.
so nothing is black and white.
Yeah.
For her.
Well, Falstaff is gray, so
Yeah,
you're in the right
she wears the gray
place.
uniform with everyone else,
Yep.
so it
Amen.
works out just fine.
Long live Falstaff.
For the greater good. For the greater good.
For the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I need to say, every time, as the person who's running the game, every time I say that, I feel like gross. Like having to say that phrase.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It feels good. I get a little bit of adrenaline running through my body every time I say it.
Does anybody else have a chair that they just continuously slide down in? I feel like I've readjusted myself so many times during this. Oh,
Mine's very loud too.
nice. Good. Good.
You're
They
all
gave
terrible.
me at the table. They gave me the comfy chair, I was very happy as we're playing.
Well, it's the high chair.
Yeah.
Like it's the
And
chair.
I do
that's
the same thing.
highest.
I still do this.
Yeah, I rock back and forth. It would be very distracting if my camera was on.
Yeah. Oh, see,
I mean, I don't
Ken
have a
says hers
camera.
does it too. So, yes, I am excited for our next session. There's a little bit more I'm planning on my end that I would like to do, but should be a good time.
That's in like 3 days.
Oh, I got
4
it.
days?
Some final, we'll call it finishing touches. How's that?
That's right.
That's right.
He scrapped it and started from the beginning.
That has happened on many other campaigns. I will tell you that. So, yeah. Those that I don't know who has joined us as of late. Actually, would somebody be able to in the I mentioned about the Discord, the community Discord, in the Twitch chat? Can you guys pop that the invite link into that? So in case anybody wants to join, they can. You have to have a Discord account and things, but join us, and that hopefully we can start that game that I was talking about soon. And as the cast and crew, will you be joining us on that?
If we can,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought we weren't allowed.
I would kill a man to play Yuri Hoslev again.
Oh.
Good old Yuri.
Good old Yuri.
I want to take him to his grave.
That's fair. No, that's good.
Feels unfinished.
Yeah, you want to see the ending for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I want Rock to be able to find the writings of the great hero Yuri Hoslev and be able to look up to him. Maybe learn a thing or two.
I need to. Yeah. Well, okay, so two pertinent questions. Can Yuri write and can Rock read?
I'd say a little bit of both.
Okay. Enough.
Well, Yuri could. If Yuri's successful, he'll just have somebody write it down for him.
A ghostwriter for his.
Yeah, maybe Rock will just have to find somebody to read it for him.
Maybe Dorothy would have written something.
Dorothy, yeah, Dorothy totally. Dorothy would have written. Lord knows she wouldn't sleep, so.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, so and the join us. I like it. Good stuff.
Join us.
We're just about at 8:30. Does anybody have any other thing that they want to mention? If you're joining the community, the art section, if you have some fan art that you want to put in there, that would be awesome. And I say fan art, I did not say fan fiction. Okay? No,
Yet. No fan fiction. Yet.
I don't know. The trees are ripe in that area. There's a lot to be written.
Yeah.
I just put that out there to the internet, so.
Oh no.
I did that.
Oh,
Wait do you guys see what Yannick looks like?
Oh dear.
Yannick's a looker. Yannick is. That's what I've heard.
Emily is gonna go burn all of her notebooks.
All of them.
All of her fan fiction notebooks.
Yeah. Yep. It's how we're heating the house this winter.
She's on notebook 7 of just Yannick.
No, just Oliver. Just Oliver.
Oh, Oliver is a child.
Yes, but Emily's Oliver's biggest fan.
That's
true.
true.
It's true.
It's just fan fiction of him like picking flowers in the homeland.
Very true.
Like
Yep,
nothing creepy.
Hey guys, we got one of those. Hey, I want to offer promotion to your channel things on Twitch.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
don't click.
Guess
those
Sure,
what?
links.
man.
Don't
Guess
click.
what?
Don't click those links.
Guess what? I got
And
That means we've arrived. I feel like that's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
yeah,
When the bots start coming on,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If we were nothing, the bots wouldn't even be here.
That's true.
yeah.
Mhm.
That is true. Very true.
That's how you know you've made it.
Yikes.
out
Before,
of here.
before we sign off, does the chat have any questions for anybody?
Come on, chat. Come on, chat.
Alyssa, I know you have a question. Pop a Q in the chat.
We shall see. We'll let that
In
ride a bit.
time.
We'll let that ride a bit.
If she's on mobile, it's like sending a message to the moon and back.
She
Oh,
wants to see
see
cursed
cursed
art.
art.
There's art.
All right, hold on. I'll send one in the. I'm gonna send my so for the other campaign, I'm playing a turtle barbarian,
Yeah.
Yes.
and I
this
was
is
using
great.
AI to try to create my portrait. And when you try to do old man turtle humanoid, this is what I got. Can I? Yes, right here. Hold on. These are extremely cursed.
All right, so we'll pull up the first one. That is it's something.
I don't want to know where the head is, where the head of that tortoise is. It's like the man is a puppet, and the head of the tortoise is controlling his body.
I don't understand why you need two. I mean, is it weird that what I'm noticing most about this picture is there's
The canes.
two of them? Do you need two? I don't know if
Well,
you
if
need
you notice,
two.
the tortoise body only has 3 legs. So
Ooh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's the bottom. That's the bottom one.
nah, both of them. The top one as
Wait.
well.
Well, the top one you can't see the other two presumable
Well, you
legs.
can't see it, so it doesn't exist.
That's just called art and perception.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, here, let me pull up the second one. Yes. So, oh yeah, you're right. There is only 3 legs on that.
Well, yeah, that one definitely only 3 legs.
How about that?
So weird.
The sheath looks like it's like there's a section that's missing from it. Like the sword is there.
Oh no.
But
I sent the rock stuff.
Oh, good.
Too.
We'll get to those.
The sword.
Does he have a secondary beard like on the
I think
neck
that is
of
a
the turtle?
I think it's like the thing from Attack of the Clones, like the little braid, the rat tail braid.
Okay.
I think
Fair.
that might have been what they were going for.
Fair. But at least he's prepped. He's got his camping supplies, so that's good.
It's just like
Alyssa says the AI can never get hands right, and I'm convinced that's because AI like takes like from like posted art online, and like normal people can't draw hands right. So it's just
right.
It's what the AI can draw from.
That's right. Absolutely. All right.
Alyssa wants me to send one more that I have, but I need to find it.
All
So
right, let's pull up the one on the right there. This is Rock on after he takes care of himself for a few years.
Well, we talked about this when we were when we had like started. Everybody was sending the AI art, and it's like you have to like put in that you want the character to be kind of ugly for them to not be like a Giga Chad.
It's true.
I felt like the pictures I sent you guys that I found of Morvid weren't like, she didn't go above and beyond.
Sure.
Then that's rare and also we talked about the anime stuff where I feel like there's probably just such an abundant amount of anime art requests that the AI engine is like a seesaw balanced on that side because oh my gosh. because
We're not gonna pull
it
this up.
just thinks that's what everyone's looking for. This is the one Alyssa wanted to see, where it just decided to like the portrait is great, except for the fact that they put a sword just on top of him.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Matt's right now. Just
Yeah,
that image. It came up very
Is
tiny,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
but sorry.
Wow.
It is something.
that's cursed because that could be real. Like that, somebody could go out and do
That's
that.
true. That's true. So, talking again with the sheath here, he doesn't even have one. So,
He doesn't have what?
a sheath for his sword. It's just
Oh yeah, a
there.
sheath. No sheath. It's just balanced up there.
Balanced
I don't know why they
perfectly.
thought that was a good idea.
One
Did you
cane,
say
though. One cane.
he had a
There's a
sword?
big one.
Okay, good.
That
Yeah,
one
I
was
We'll get to
said
it then.
with a longsword, because anytime you
But-
put barbarian, it's automatically gonna put a battle axe.
That's true. You have to
Mm.
say like long sword in a sheath, you know, or holding a long sword.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Some of
on
them
his
came up
belt.
right, but yeah, I put in a sheath after a while, and then the one that came that it was like half in the sheath. That was after I said that.
Did you have to give the
It's like
prompt?
the sheath.
Sorry, go ahead. I'll ask after you're done.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you have to give the prompt for the hair and the beard, or did you just do old man?
Yeah, I actually said bald with a beard, and
Huh.
so in most of them he has hair anyway.
Yeah. Interesting. His
Wow.
his fingers look semi-normal. I mean, semi. He's a turtle though, so yeah. All right, so then let's pull up the next monstrosity. That is something.
Wow.
What was
I just
the prompt?
did turtle. I just did. Show me a realistic picture of a turtle man.
Turtle
Again,
man?
the
No.
dude's
You need to put tortoise man humanoid.
a turtleman.
Oh, it is
Tortoise.
Ben Affleck. You're right.
Stop. Ben Affleck is my hero.
Oh, forget Batman. It's Turtle Man.
Turtle man.
Alyssa's a hater because she doesn't have a celebrity that's comes close to Ben Affleck's career in awards.
I'd like to see Adam Driver as Turtle Man, since we're talking.
No, sorry, no. His face is ugly. He has a big nose.
Wouldn't it work better
Wow.
then? It'd be pointy, maybe.
So rude.
I just have to say that to get her worked up.
Of course. Beautiful. Those are just great. Just great. We didn't really talk about realistic hot rock.
Yeah, that was pre using the watercolor hack where you just add watercolor to the end, because that took it very real and like it's clearly using like some modeling pictures as the base.
Personal trainer man. These are the what's the shoulder one? The
Those are the traps.
The shoulder one? Yeah.
Those are the traps.
That's something, man. Is that doable, or is that just AI?
Yeah, I mean, with the special juice that they give you in the mine, that they inject into your butt in the mine.
Are we getting more lore? Is that what?
It's called TRT. Yeah, that's lore. That's in the official capacity.
No, he's just flexing. That's all.
Yeah, he is. Official lore is that Rock was fat when he went in, and then he got just from being starved, obviously.
When he went into the mine or when he went into boot camp?
No, he was eating good in the mine. All those canaries, you know?
No.
I was just about to ask what you eat in a mine. Now I know.
No. Skalt had when Cricket was talking about the two things Skalt was known for, and he forgot the second one. The second one was chicken. So it's colon chicken. So
there you go.
like the only meat, or
Yeah, I mean, what other meat do you need? Chicken is so diverse.
fair,
Hmm.
fair.
We have chicken with gruel, and we have
Mhm.
chicken without gruel.
I think what
What else do you need?
I think what the community needs to see is a Scalt cookbook.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
So
it'll be 2 pages.
Rangers.
Chicken with gruel, chicken without gruel, boiled both times.
I bet there's a lot of mushrooms in the cake. No!
what did you do?
Adam!
What did
No.
you do? Wait.
Oh no!
Ask and you shall receive.
Oh, that's so much. That is
Oh,
so
that
much.
is awful.
That's the
Uh,
next Ninja Turtles movie.
I can't look
Look at the
away.
first one. Look at the veins in the arms.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. It's something.
so creepy.
It is something.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on with the eye, like his right eye. So our left, his right on that first one. Is it sunken more than the other one, or is it just the way that I'm like the shadow
It's
on
just I think he just has a weird shaped face
Mm.
in the shadows. They got his like features correct. His ears,
it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
his sunken jaw.
Yep. Yeah. And this one. This looks to me like a cross between Adam Driver and what is that actor I'm thinking of? That I'm like I can see him. Shoot. Someone else is probably gonna see it before I do, and I'm trying to think of who I'm thinking of.
Alyssa said twice in the chat because of the flood of chats that have come in since she said Barry Keegan. She said it 3 times.
I don't know who that is. I'm thinking of an older actor.
He's the new Joker, and he was in the Eternals. That's the only 2 things I know from him.
I don't know who that is. No, this is. Oh, man, this is gonna bug me. I need to like see some actors' pictures. Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer and
Val Kilmer. I kind of see
Val
it.
Kilmer and
Iceman.
Adam Driver together on that picture. Come on. Am I the only one not seeing this?
I see it.
Oh yeah, a little bit. In the eyes, I see it.
Yeah. No veins on that one, so there's.
Well, you just can't see the arm veins.
It's the small. It's the small.
You see the start of the forearm veins.
Mm-hmm.
He's first photo, no traps. No traps in the first photo. He needs to get in the gym.
Yep.
Get his turtle traps up.
My goodness. Well.
On that note.
Oh, is that how we're gonna end it?
Okay. Would you like to jump onto something else?
No. I got nothing. I don't do improv, remember?
Yeah, right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, you should have let her do a 12-page backstory for this podcast.
Who is?
Well,
it's not a podcast.
Who is Shay in the camera? She's different.
Me?
Yeah, like the backstory of Shay in the camera.
On this episode of Behind the Actors.
What's the guy that does the that interview show, the famous one? Is that he always has the actors. That older guy.
The British guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Graham Norton.
Graham Norton.
No,
that's definitely who we're talking. That's who me and Shay are talking about.
I don't know.
Nate's powering down like a Windows 95 computer.
I'm feeling good actually. I'm just trying to remember who that guy was. It was like behind the actor before.
Inside the actor studio?
That one, yes.
I think he died.
He did, but I don't know what his name is.
God.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because if you've ever seen
Dragging it down here.
What's that?
Really dragging it down here. Yeah,
right. He died. Because if
Sorry.
you've ever seen Zach Galifianakis' show Between Two
Oh
Ferns,
yes, in between two ferns.
it's like a parody of that show.
Oh,
Yep.
that's good.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So, whoa, Pepe.
Whoa.
I didn't know I could do that. I would have been doing this the whole time. I've got some crazy
Aw.
emotes.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
No. I won't. I'll hold it.
Beautiful.
Oh wait, hold on. This guy, he's cute.
So, upcoming, we will be Wow, you can do it to other people. Or was that Seth that you did the 100%?
I did one.
I don't know how to do
He knows what's the
that. Yes. So, our next episode of Welcome to the Table is this Sunday night at 6:30. So we'll be back around the table. Hopefully, Sarah's feeling good by then.
Yeah, Sarah got her wisdom teeth taken out.
Yeah. Yep. I did not get my wisdom teeth out until I was like, I want to say like 29.
Oh my
Same.
goodness.
No.
I'm so wise that they just keep
Wow.
them in.
I was like 2 years ago.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go, they're like, next time we're gonna have to schedule an appointment to take them out, and then they just keep pushing it down. They keep kicking the can down the road.
Yeah, they said it was impacted and it was pushing my other teeth, so it was hurting a lot.
Yeah.
They were hurting quite a bit. So
They told me that I didn't actually need mine removed, but I was just like, if
Well,
there's
that's fun.
anything that can get rid of these headaches, I'll do it. If it's my teeth, I'll remove them. You know?
Yeah.
So I went for it.
Fair, absolutely.
Did it help with the headaches?
Yeah, it did. It did.
That's good.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now
Now
It's
other things give
regressing.
me headaches.
Mm,
So
the fox dog.
no, never.
Never. She's too sweet.
Too sweet.
Where was I at?
She has with a headache.
I actually don't, because I chugged so much coffee before this.
There you
Doesn't
go.
coffee give you headaches?
No,
Mm.
absolutely not.
I had coffee at 11 a.m., which if y'all, that probably doesn't seem like a big deal to the chat, but I will not sleep tonight.
At 11 a.m.?
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
He's old.
It's just the reality of it. I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake back up. So there'll be a lot of pacing. That's all right. I can maybe finish the session for Sunday.
Hey.
So, yes, we will be back 6:30 Sunday night for episode 3 of Welcome to the Table Campaign Season 1, which is called, if you look on YouTube, we're naming it Welcome to Falstaff. So, that's sort of what I've tentatively named it for now. That may change in the future depending on how the story goes. So, but thank you all for joining us tonight. Make sure you somewhere up there is the in that chat. Matt, do you want to pop the Discord just one more time? Just down below. Feel free to join with there, and yeah, we'll grow that community. And follow us on our socials on Instagram. Welcome to the Table Stream. We also do have a X/Twitter, and it's just post when things are happening, and that's it. I am awful at social media. Sure, it comes down to. So, and hopefully soon I'll have the rule set out for everybody for Ordinance if you would like to play it yourself. And then, yeah. So, that's about it for T7, which stands for
Thorough Thursday
Theories.
theories that transcend the table.
I think we need to do it one word at a time in the future. Like one person takes one word and then we just waterfall down.
It's gonna thorough.
Thursdays.
No.
Yes.
I
Theories.
gotta look. Theories.
Theory.
No, Matt said theories.
Oh,
I
Matt.
said theories. Theories is mine.
That.
Transcend.
The
No.
table.
Table.
Table. Thanks for joining us. We
We'll
out.
work on that.
Everybody say bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I'm waving. You just can't see it.